Welcome to Pure Energy Connections. I'm DJ Shirley, your host and founder of Pure Energy Connections. This is the show where we dive deep into natural wellness, energy healing, and the power of conscious living. If you're ready to detox your body, restore balance, and create a healthier, more vibrant life, you're in the right place. I'll be sharing practical tips to help you reduce environmental toxins, minimize electromagnetic smog, and replenish with unique essential minerals for energizing and detoxing at a cellular level. And it doesn't stop there. We'll also explore self-sufficiency through organic gardening, structured water, and regenerative living so you can heal while making a positive impact on the planet and for those around you. So if you're ready to boost your energy, detoxify, and find inner peace, let's get started. Tune in, transform, and thrive. Well, greetings, everyone. Welcome to Pure Energy Connections. I'm DJ, your host for the show, and today I'm bringing you something truly game-changing. We're diving into how your body can detox and remineralize through a single powerful process that can elevate your health to the next level and get ready to unlock a whole new level of vitality. And my special guest tonight is Mr. Fred Foster. He's here with us right now. And everyone that knows me knows I'm all about detoxing. And this is because toxic overload occurs when the body accumulates toxins faster than it can eliminate them. So this leads to a variety of health issues. And that's why we have Fred here today with us. In a toxic world, this is a huge concern as it's contributing to major health issues. And symptoms of toxic overload, just so you know, can include fatigue, brain fog, pain, mood swings, insomnia, digestive issues, skin problems, headaches, and the list goes on and on and on. So a large percentage of people are dehydrated today, not to mention drinking water that barely has 3 to 4% cellular hydration. That is not good, folks. So right now we have Fred on the show with us. He's going to help us with a tried, true, and tested process that helps us not only detox from these poisons and toxins, however, helps us reach cellular hydration up to 32%. Folks, even Gatorade, which I never suggest, is only at about 8% hydration, cellular hydration. So Mr. Fred Foster has been on the show in the past, and if you've joined us, you would have already heard all the incredible things his process has done for his health and for his friends and customers' health. And today he's going to help everyone better understand this simplified method that has been used for 13 years now to help turn around people's health issues. So Mr. Foster has an extensive background, but just for beginning, he obtained a BS degree from Eastern Michigan University as a mathematics major and physics minor. And he was a scientific computer programmer, business computer programmer, and much more. But most importantly, is the past 13 years, he has this very natural and unique product. And this product, the processes have changed people's lives. So hi, Fred. Welcome to the show.
Well, hello, DJ. What a pleasure it is to be on your program again tonight. This is exciting for me.
Yes, this is exciting. And thank you for being here and sharing with our audience your knowledge and your wisdom and how to turn around some major health issues, all done naturally. That's the point, Fred. It's all done naturally with you. And also, folks, stick around because Fred and I will be giving away an amazing product during this show. So, Fred, I know your experience with this method, detoxification, purification, hydration. You've seen people's health get restored almost instantly, 4 or 5 days a week. So please, go ahead and go into some of the unique things about this product, why it's doing this. And I look forward to hearing everything that you have to say today because our audience needs this, Fred. He needs you. They need you. They need your product.
Well, thank you, DJ. Yeah, this is really exciting, and I'm really happy to share this information with people. Tonight, I hope to stress how important it is for people to listen to what I'm going to be saying tonight. Because what I'm going to be saying tonight has the ability to not only transform your life, but transform the life of the people that you love around you, your friends, your relatives, your neighbors. And what I'm going to do is share with you today how I, just a simple man, going on 14, going on 15 years ago, my life was transformed. And I had no idea what in the world would be happening for me in the next 14 years. So, what I'm going to be doing tonight, DJ, is I'm going to be sharing with people how they, our listeners tonight, they too can experience this for themselves and to witness what I've witnessed over the last 14 plus years. DJ, this is very important for people to pay really close attention because what I'm going to be sharing tonight is absolutely transforming for people and for your loved ones around you. So please pay attention and hang in closely. Turn off any distractions that you may have because what I'm going to be sharing tonight with you is going to be life changing. It really is.
It is, yes, Fred. Yeah, and Fred's going to go over a unique process too that has been tried, true, and tested. So yeah, definitely tune in here. Well, go ahead, Fred, and share all this with us, and also too, Fred. People that may not have seen your other show, explain to them that, like I said, the hydration levels that you get, why, how it's structuring the water that you put it in, and just go over a little bit of that with us, if you could, please.
Well, be glad to do that because my life has been transformed as a result of finding this product 14 plus years ago. And, you mentioned hydration. This mineral water is an all-natural water that comes from deep within the earth. It has been made and transformed into a product that when you use this water, when you swallow the water, when you drink the water, it will hydrate your cells by a whopping 32%. DJ, 32%. Now, normal water is only 2 to 4% cellular hydration. But this water, and hopefully tonight I'll be able to explain why that takes place. How in the world can we get a whopping 32% cellular hydration when even the drink that the sports scientists have developed for their athletes is only 8% cellular hydration, and that's Gatorade. That was the best, but ours is 32%. And what happens to our body when we get hydrated like that is truly amazing. For example, I have a glass of my treated water right now, and I'm going to take a sip. DJ, I'm going to put you on the spot. When's the last time you took a drink of treated mineral water?
Just before the show because it gives me so much energy.
All right, you passed the test, DJ. I was threw a curveball at you. I know I did because I didn't tell you I was going to ask you that. But yeah, this morning, I started my day out with a booster drink, and you're going to learn about the various uses of this mineral water and how important it is that you not only learn about it, but you participate and actually put it into action in your life. Because if you do, you're going to see amazing things happen. Now, DJ mentioned the 32% cellular hydration. That's just one of the things. It actually gets into our bodies 2 to 4 times faster than regular water does. And why does it do that? It does that because of how the water becomes structured water when you add the minerals to it. Now, what in the world is structured water? Some people have heard of it before. Some people have called it living water, structured water, um, uh, hydration water, whatever. But the point is, when you add these minerals to your water, it will actually break down the large clusters of H2O molecules, either in large clusters or long strings, and it will break that down into small clusters of just 8 instead of 32 or 64 or 128 H2O molecules that are all hooked together in a large cluster. And you can imagine when you're swallowing water and they're all hooked together, the H2O molecules are hooked together in a large string. It doesn't go in and into your body and be absorbed real rapidly. But if you can break that down into just clusters of just six H2O molecules, it is much faster and easier for a small cluster of six to be absorbed into your body than it is for a large one of 128 or more. So one of the things that this does when you add these minerals to your water, it will structure the water and it makes it so that our bodies can absorb it so much faster. That's just a couple of the things that it does. It also will convert your water into a superconductor of electricity, DJ. Can you imagine that our brain, when it communicates with our cells and with our organs, it is communicating through the uh, nerves and through the synapses and so on? And if the our water in our body, which is 75% of our body is made up of water. Uh, and if our water in our body has now been uh, made so that it can support the electrical energy through it so much faster and more energetically, then we become a lot more responsive, and our brain in communicating with our cells and our organs can greatly increase the capability of our body. So that's just
Nope.
another thing. It super charges the water in our body to become a superconductor. And so that's really quite awesome.
Now,
The
is that the reason why we detox so much, Fred? Is because the cells are being hydrated for the first time, and then allowing the body to detox all the heavy metals and everything?
Oh, yeah, detoxes of yeah, lots of different things. I have lab reports showing hundreds and hundreds of toxins that are now detoxed by these minerals, hundreds of them. And yeah, the heavy metals, lead, mercury, arsenic, for example, and if you were in the last program and you heard a replay of that, perhaps, you heard me tell about how my body was um, reduced of all those heavy metals in a very, very quick, short time. But yeah, those are just a few of the things. What it does, it actually causes the toxins that's in our water and ultimately in our body to actually become detoxed. And it will come out of the body and out of the water that you put these minerals in the
Mhm.
form of ashes because there's a chemical change, DJ, that actually takes place. When you add these minerals to water, the chemical change actually gets at the toxins that's in our water or in our body, and it will actually cause that to be burned up. And there's an actual chemical change so that what happens is the toxins in our water will drop to the bottom because of this chemical change. They will be burned up. And what goes to the bottom of your container is ashes. Now, these ashes, DJ, they're inert. They have no harmful effect anymore because it's been chemically changed. And so these ashes that come to the bottom of your jar, your pitcher of water or whatever you're putting them in, they're completely inert and they'll just simply pass right through your body if you swallow them, you know. So it doesn't harm you anymore. So that's just a couple of the major things that happen with these minerals that you put in the into your water that you
Well,
drink.
well, Fred, I noticed on your directions, and everyone gets a beautiful brochure when they get your product, and the directions do show that you put, it depends what kind of container you have. So if you have a gallon container, you put 1 teaspoon of your product in there. And you can let it set it overnight, which is also very phenomenal. But you can also just put 5 drops, like in an 8 ounce glass of water, right? Now, what I want everyone to know here today is that if someone is in perfect health, you can probably shut this off and go away. But all of us need a little something. So to get yourself to that perfect health, to where you're feeling phenomenal, you have no fatigue, you have energy, no pain, and to do so, you do need to follow all the different methods that are on that brochure and do it every day. So, Fred, can you go into that real briefly? We have probably about 13 minutes left.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll be glad to do that. What is very, very important, as DJ mentioned, is the really the three different main uses of these minerals. The three main ones, number one is what we call treated water, and that's where, like DJ said, you put 1 teaspoon. Actually, I live out in the country in an agricultural area, and there's a lot of fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides, glyphosate, all this stuff that the farmers put on the fields. So I don't take any chances. I put in 2 teaspoons in a gallon of my water that I drink, and that's what I call my treated water. And it's very, very important that you do this. All right, that's number one. All right. Number two is what we call a booster drink. And our booster drink is like I started my day off today with a booster drink. And the way that you do a booster drink is you take a glass of already treated water that you've already put your 1 or 2 teaspoons in a gallon. You take a glass of that, DJ, and then you add to that an extra teaspoon of the minerals for each 100 pounds of your body weight. Now, people just starting off, just like me, 14 years ago, I didn't know about all these things. I did not know. I was so new to this stuff. But I heard you were supposed to boost your treated water. So I started off 14 years ago putting in 1 teaspoon in a glass of water. It can be 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 ounces of water. Doesn't matter the amount of treated water you use, but you need to put in at least 1 teaspoon of the minerals in there.
Mhm.
And what happened with me on doing the booster drink, now that's part two of the uses of this super mineral water. And what happened to me was, very quickly in a short length of time, you probably heard my testimony last time. If you didn't, go back and listen to the replay from last month. But in 3 short days, the arthritis that was in my hands that crippled me so much I couldn't even pick up a pen or pencil, couldn't sign my name, went away in 3 days with no pain. In 4 days, my crippled shoulders that I couldn't even raise above my shoulders or even up above my head at all went away on my fourth day. And my fifth day, I used to have to push myself out of bed and uh, push myself to a sitting position and then push myself to a standing position, kind of bent over till I could get my balance. But I looked like a crippled old man because when I took my first steps, I looked like a crippled old man because I was severely crippled. I was crippled for many years. And on my fifth morning, when I opened my eyes in bed, DJ, what happened to me, as many of your listeners may have already heard, is that when I opened my eyes, I realized I didn't have any pain anymore. None whatsoever. And instead of doing the 3 pushes to get out of bed, I just leaped out of bed, DJ. I just leaped out, started hopping up and down all over my bedroom and looking to see if there was any pain anywhere. And it was gone. It's been gone 14 years. All right. That's just one story. That's one of the things that happened with me. And you mentioned the other things that have happened. For example, you talked about people that are in good health. Okay, they can hang up, they can go away. No, DJ, they can't. And let me tell you why. For people that think they're in really good health, and they may be, but that what they don't realize is what these minerals can do to help many other areas. For example, um, if you have any brain fog at all, or if you have trouble remembering or anything like that, these minerals will start to waken your brain and allow you, like, in 1 week, my memory started coming back. I had a horrible time remembering. And in 1 week, my memory came back. So that's just one thing. Another thing, it gives you energy. Oh my land, DJ. If you take a booster drink, you almost immediately feel it. I've had people that open their bottle and they just stuck their finger in the top of the bottle and placed it on their tongue. And I've had people tell me, said, Fred, instantly I felt invigorated just tasting it. You know, so that's another thing. Um, the energy you get, the brain fog that goes away, the memory that comes back. Those are just a couple things. Now, what's important though is that you don't get this and you set the bottle up on your shelf in your kitchen and you ignore it because you know what? It's not going to do you any good, DJ. sitting there in your kitchen cabinet, not going to do you any good. It's extremely important that you start to utilize this product. And the
Well,
three main ways is what's so important.
Well, Fred, thank you. Thank you for that. And we don't have much time left. Unfortunately, the show goes so quick. But people need to know that booster shot that you mentioned. If you want to do all the methods to obtain the best, best recovery for whatever you're looking for, is to do two booster shots, one in the morning when you wake up, empty stomach, and don't eat for a little bit. And then also another one around 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And also, what I do not have a tub, unfortunately. Some people can take a bath in your minerals, Fred, but I spray it on my skin. And it's amazing how nice your skin feels. Your skin is softer even while you're using it. But the main thing is that most people don't realize is that you have to drink the treated water all the time. Don't go back to your bottled water. Don't go to your filtered water. Make sure you drink the treated water all day and all night. Right, Fred? I mean, that's the most important part besides doing the booster shots. And also, you can spray it on your body.
Yes, thank you, DJ, for bringing that up. And the third part of the main usage of the minerals is what I like to term a mineral soak. And there's a number of different ways, like you mentioned. Some people don't have a bathtub. That is by far the best because you put in 3 to 5 tablespoons of the minerals in a bathtub full of warm to hot water. You get in there and soak for a half hour, 45 minutes, and that gets into your skin, into your body. It cleanses all and does a lot of detoxing. That is tremendous. But some people don't have that luxury. So they can do what you do. You spray it on your skin, or after a shower, you spray it on your skin after the shower and then wipe it down, and then you can dry yourself off. Or I have people in the hospital, DJ, that their relatives come in and they bring a pan that they can put a foot bath in, and you put in some water, and then you add the minerals to your foot bath. You soak your feet. You're going to have bowls where you can soak your hands. That's what I call a mineral soak. And that's the third part. And I have many miracle stories that I can tell about people that use that method as well. So the three things: treated water, you got to drink that, and that becomes your drinking water all the time. And I say for the rest of your life. Do you want to change your life? Do you want to improve? Do you want to get these health issues resolved? Then you need to take action yourself. It's very important that you do this. Um,
Okay, Fred, I'm sorry to bother you, but you know what? We almost forgot. It's time to take a break and give away an amazing product. So we're going to take the third caller right now at 1-800-930-2819. And someone will be there to take your call. The third caller is going to win a product from Fred. And make sure you give all your detailed information when you do call in. So, Fred, with just a short, only a few minutes left, I'm sorry to disturb you, but go ahead and give us some of your last thoughts, if you could, please.
well, yes, let me tell you what I have observed in the last 14 plus years. I've had people that had sugar diabetes really bad, type 2 sugar diabetes, and they went from 600 down to 87 in 1 week, in 7 days. And they were on 3 prescription meds for the diabetes. And when they went back to the doctor said, "You don't have to take them anymore. Your blood work is now showing up as being perfect." They've been at 87 for going on 14 years now. I've had other people that developed MRSA in their body. They had staph infection that went into MRSA, and in one night, the MRSA was gone, and the doctors had been trying to treat that with antibiotics for 5 months, DJ. And then I put them on the special mineral program that I advised for them to do, and their MRSA was gone in one day. I've had so many. I've had one guy that had his arms, hands, and fingers completely without any feeling whatsoever. Completely without any feeling. He could burn himself and not know it unless he smelled the skin burning or the hairs on his arms burning. And that went away. And it had been 15 years. He'd been in this condition for 15 years when he came to me. Said, "Fred, do you think it could help me?" I said, "I don't know. Drink it like I did and just see." So he did. 3 days later, his feeling completely came back and returned. that's just three of the stories that I have, hundreds of them. And so what I would like to say to the listeners, do you want to just hear about stories, or would you like to see them for yourself? If you would like to see them for yourself, then you need to take seriously what I'm saying today about these minerals, and you need to start using them in the way that we're telling you to do. And DJ, I think you have a website that people can go to, don't you?
Yes, yes, I do. Yes, I also have a website, and it is vitalausa.com. And for watching the show, you also have a discount code is PEC, abbreviation for Pure Energy Connections. And go there anytime, 24/7. Go ahead, put in your PEC discount code. I think you call it a coupon code on your
Coupon code, yes.
website. Okay. Yep. So vitalausa.com. And also, I just heard that, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, but Sherilyn is the one that just won the free prize today. So, congratulations, Sherilyn. That is awesome. And Fred will be reaching out to you. All right, friend,
Yes,
we just
I'll
have,
get that out tomorrow morning to you. And congratulations, you're going to love it. Uh,
yes. And any
it can transform
questions?
your life. Truly, it can. As it did mine and many hundreds and thousands of other people. Like I say, I've been doing this for 14 years, DJ. 14
Mm.
years, and I've seen so many things. I have seen people with stage 4 cancer so bad that the doctors said that they weren't going to be alive come morning. And when I got up there into the hospital and found out about this, their wife called me and I went up there with the minerals. And in one night, their life was transformed. And so that turns out to be one of my very best friends. And we have breakfast once a month together. And you know
Oh,
what? It's been like 12 years
well,
now.
that is amazing, Fred. Well, we're going to have to end the show, but we're going to have you back again soon. And thank you so much for being here. This is amazing. And thank everyone for being here today. Pure Energy Connections Transformation Talk Radio. We all hope that you've been able to enhance your wellness journey here with Fred and I. And be sure to join us every third Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. All right. Thank you again, Fred, for everything. And bye for now. And all the best to everybody.
Thank you, DJ.
Thanks for tuning in to Pure Energy Connections. I hope you found this show inspiring and motivating to help you live your healthiest life. Together, we can all make a positive impact on the planet and help others. Visit our future shows every third Wednesday, and if you'd like to connect with me and learn more about how you can take action today, visit PureEnergyConnections.com. I look forward to helping you transform and thrive.